What is up? It is your Lord Octopussy, and I played the PTV for the 4.3.0 update for about 2 days. I played one half, I played mostly Survivor, and on the other half I played All Killer. And then I like a lot of these changes. There's some that I really didn't get to be able to test. The one thing I did manage to test was the new Blood Favor quite a lot. Doesn't work with Trapper's Traps, I think it should. And it works, and same with Third Seal. It also works when you hit someone with one Trickster Blade, so I believe that needs to be fixed, first and foremost. But also another thing I think that needs changing is Boon Totems as a whole. Not necessarily as a whole, sorry, but like I think they need some adjustments, should I say, to the base Boon Totem mechanic and then to Circle of Healing in particular. So the first change I would make to Boon Totems is, instead of being a bubble or a spherical area of effect, I would make it so that it is a flat radial area of effect. So it can't go above floors, it can't go below floors, it's flat. So, you know, your placement kind of, I would make it entirely flat. Like, you need a little bit of height, but not so much that it can go through floors. Because then if you place it on like a hill, let's say, it's going to be completely useless. So it needs a little bit of levity there. But yeah, just so that it doesn't go through floors, because that's really dumb, in my opinion. Yeah, the next thing I will do is that currently, right now, if two Boon Totems have the same effect and their radiuses overlap, they stack, and I don't think that should be a thing. The effect should not be able to stack when the area of effect of Boon Totems overlap with each other. It's just really ridiculously dumb, especially with Circle of Healing, which I'll get into in a little bit. Boon Totems should not be able to be replaced once you place it down. So let's say you go and place your Boon Totem in Shack, you have to wait for the killer to snuff it out before you can place another one. And before you can place another one, I should think there should be a cooldown, maybe 60 seconds, 30 seconds, somewhere in between if you want 45. There needs to be some sort of, you can't just replace it straight away either, because then there's no point in the killer snuffing it out. And the last sort of nerf I would put to Boon Totems is, if you bless a Hex, it doesn't get rid of the Hex perk. It kind of just, I would say, not shuts it down, but like, just sort of puts it on hold. So let's say you go to a totem and you bless Devour. There's 2 stacks of Devour, and you bless it. So Devour now, you can't gain more stacks, and you don't have the effects of Devour anymore. But if the killer snuffs out that totem that you placed on Devour, he can then gain stacks and he has the effect again. So it's more of a, should you bless it because it's in a good area and you want the effects, or do you cleanse it because you need to get rid of it? In cases like Devour or Ruin, it probably would be best to just cleanse it. Again, it's more quick decision making that I believe that the game actually needs, like the moment-to-moment decision making. But I can understand that because it already takes quite a while to bless a totem. It takes like 14 seconds. I think halving the time to 7 seconds so you can actually set up faster, or even changing it to like 5 seconds. Like, you just make it so you can set up totems faster, but you can't continuously reset them. And I believe it makes the sort of Boon Totem decision making a bit more impactful. Now, when it comes to Circle of Healing, I would change it so that the speed buff you get to healing only applies to when you're not using a medkit. And then also, as a base game mechanic, there should be a limit to how fast survivors can heal. Because I don't know if there actually is a cap on it, or maybe even just put a will make it-esque effect on it, where like it won't buff beyond 100%, just so you can't do the ridiculous invincibility Circle of Healing thing that I think Scott Jund and a few others have shown off. But apart from all them, I like them. And the last sort of thing I need to make, and it's also the subject of another video I'm planning to make, is Deathslinger. I like everything that happened to Deathslinger. I'm not entirely sure if reducing his stun time was really a good idea, considering it's his punishment for not playing correctly. So fine, you can change it if you want. I just don't think it was really necessary. But as I think Tatiaru, I don't know how you pronounce it, Tatiaru showed on his stream, that you could stack it with chewing tobacco and bestial cigar, and you get like a 1.5 second stun when you break the chain, which has absolutely no fucking counterplay whatsoever. So I would change the values on chewing tobacco and bestial cigar to compensate for the base stun duration change, a similar thing to what they did with Ghostface and his recovery add-ons. But apart from that, yeah, everything else on the PTV is really good. I love the whole experience, and I'm very depressed playing live again. So this update can't come soon enough. yeah, I suppose that's the end of this, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Have a good day, or morning, or evening, or night, and I'll catch you later.